All right, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. I just woke up about 20 minutes ago, did a few little odds and ends and chores, and Ruby's posted up. She is on lookout. There was a deer that passed through where we were staying, and so she's on high alert. I think she's hoping to see it again. I am too. If we do, I'll show you guys. So today, I'm kind of excited about some of the things I'm gonna cook. So I figured I might as well take you guys along and show you what I eat in a day living in my van. So obviously it varies. I don't eat the same thing every day, but I have accumulated a bit of groceries. I have no idea what I'm going to make. I have like 10 ideas and probably going to eat only 2 meals. But I'll talk to you about my food, how I keep things cool, if I keep things cool, and what I cook and how I do it living in a van. First, we're going to make coffee. I have this 1-burner stove. I use it for almost all my cooking, except campfire cooking, and it's great. It takes butane canisters, which I get at REI or Walmart. One time I got them online years ago, but yeah, that's where those are. I do keep my coffee up here. It's filled in this jar. I'll just get grounds and empty it into here, different kinds. And then I just use this strainer most of the time. I do have a French press. This is so much easier to clean though. Lately, I've just been a little bit lazy with everything. So lately I've been eating more plant-based, like pretty much all plant-based, with a little bit of fish here and there or some sour cream once in a while. I think I had some yogurt. I'm doing that primarily for health reasons, but there's other reasons as well. And one of them is that keeping meat products, animal products, cool in the van during the summer is tricky. I do have ways to do that, and they're in previous videos. But I found for me lately, it's just easiest not to deal with refrigeration. So my morning coffee, I really have always loved half and half. And lately I've been looking into oat milk and different options. So this is one I got recently and I'm just trying it. It is thick, it's creamy, but that's what I have in here. I don't think I've ever actually used this before, so yeah, it's kind of fancy. Looks nice and creamy. Maybe not that creamy. Still trying to find the best plant-based creamer. Feel free to let me know in the comments. In fact, please let me know in the comments if you guys know of a good plant-based creamer. There's one I kind of like. I think it's called Oatly Barista. And also, cheers, guys. Hot coffee on a hot day. I don't know. No, it's pretty good. Not very creamy though, but the flavor is really nice of this. I do like the flavor. I'm gonna add a little more. I do like, there's an Oatly brand, and I think Khalifa is the other brand. Oh, yeah. So I'll probably use some of that later. I don't usually use almond milk. I use their oat milk one, but I'm going to try this. This, I keep it unopened, so it's not open yet. Because once things are open, it's like, this is way more shelf stable if it's not open. So that's something I do. Like, I try to be mindful if I open it, use it within, a short amount of time. So now that this is opened, I kind of want to go through this and use this. Probably going to use this today. Starting with my coffee. All right, I had to get my hair together real quick. You guys, I thought we saw the deer. Ruby got all excited. Turns out it was a squirrel or a chipmunk or something out there. I really thought we had the deer. I was all excited to show you guys. Anyway, now she's outside. She's just sniffing around. We probably won't see the deer now. But maybe later, who knows? Okay, so it's a little bit later. You can see Ruby is still on deer watch. Nothing exciting has happened. Nothing too exciting. But I'm getting hungry, so I drank my coffee, chilled out for a little bit. And I'm going to make some... I got this tofu yesterday. So because I'm trying not to eat eggs right now. This is just temporary. I'm just seeing like how I feel, and I don't know, I just do this every now and then. Plus in the really hot weather, not that it's really hot, but in the not in the Pacific Northwest, but it can get hot. And when it gets hot, keeping up with like keeping animal products from spoiling in the whole thing can be like just a lot to deal with. And I found that plant-based foods just in general keep for longer and have a little more leeway in terms of like temperature range. So anyway, I'm making tofu scramble, and this is something that I've made throughout my life, and I love it. I season it with like curry or turmeric, and I don't have dill with me, which I like to put in as well, but I think I have enough other things to make it tasty. So tofu scramble it is. So I like to use olive oil for most of my cooking for oils. Sometimes I'll get avocado oil, but I just stick with olive oil. It's just easy. I don't know. It's not cheap, but it's not the most expensive oil either. And usually there's like a good sale deal that you can find. And I keep it back here along with kind of my other sauces and stuff. Hopefully we're not at too much of a slant. Let's see. Yeah. Pretty even. A little bit of a slant. Okay, so I have this block of tofu. I think I'm only going to use half of it. So I'll put the other half in this little container I have, just to preserve it for a little bit. Alright, so I put the rest in here. I added some water, just to, because that's how it's kept. It's kind of kept fresh, and they're airtight and sealed, so this should keep for a while, you know, at least till later today. And then this piece I'm going to mostly kind of crumble, but I might cut it into some smaller pieces first. I'm not doing like a cube. I'm just going to crumble this up into my scramble. I'm going to put the other half of the onion in this bag to use for later as well. So I have my onion and tofu for a later dish. Now's the time when to do a little seasoning. So I'm pulling out everything I might want to use. Onion powder. so here's the tofu scramble. It's still quite warm, and the thing with these enamel bowls is that they stay hot. So the bowl's hot. This looks good though. I was gonna put some spinach in it, and I thought about a potato, but it's kind of full on its own. So yeah. And I will add a little bit of hot sauce. And there we go. Tofu scramble. Used to be a staple for my mornings. Oh, hot. All right, so I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna enjoy this food. Wait for it to cool down a little bit, actually. But yeah, maybe do a little deer watching with Ruby. We're on the lookout. There was a deer that walked through here earlier, so I'm kind of hoping it'll come back, but who knows. Yeah, but that's what we're gonna do. Deer watching and breakfast. I have a bit of a drive ahead of me, so I am going to I have a box of these. They're pretty good. I'm gonna open one of these up to sip on. So just showing what I'm eating and drinking today, all day. There we go. Cheers. It's strawberry. They're pretty tasty. Super simple. Just a little bit of a heat there. Put a little bit of oil. This is a quick snack. Make it toasty. Okay, now remember, I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but yeah, I'm just gonna, I cut the piece of, I cut the slice of bread in two, and I'm really just gonna do these little chocolate chips. We'll see how this works. Grilled chocolate chip sandwich. I was thinking of putting some jam in or something, but I think I'm just gonna do the chocolate chips, and I might make some tea. Ooh, I'm dropping them. So it was kind of tricky not to have some fall around the pan, so yeah, there's that, but you can see they're beginning to melt. But I'm gonna throw the lid on it, or on my cutting board. So this should help melt the chocolate, I'm thinking. Now, do you guys remember I had that that milk stuff from earlier? I'm gonna make a little bit of tea and have this. So I'll have my tea. It's like tea time. It's a little early. Well, it's like 3 in the afternoon. So yeah, it's about tea time. Time for the flip. I hope I didn't wait too long. I hope it didn't burn. This is tricky. I might need 2 hands. I'll be right back. All right, there it is. Just in time. And the chocolate is getting melty. So it's looking good. All right, time to put tea water on. And I got this. I don't know if I've even tried it yet, so I'm gonna make they're tea bags. I was gonna do a loose leaf tea, but I think I'll do a couple tea bags of this. Wild berry, it's black tea, it's flavored. I've done a lot of research, and I can't tell you what it's flavored. I don't know if it's natural flavors, artificial flavors, but I'm gonna make it. Yeah, it smells really good, so I'm gonna try this. All right, we have tea time all set up. I do think I'm gonna cut my sandwich in half. This is looking good. Oh yeah, see, it melted. Grilled chocolate sandwich. I've never tried this before, but I think it turned out. There we go. Now we're ready to eat. Cheers. The berry tea. I don't know what it is, but it sure is good. And we'll try one of these. Okay, that's a treat. Maybe I would put some jam in here next time. Pretty tasty though. It's like a chocolate croissant, only gluten-free. All right, I had to get back on real quick because just look. I don't know if the camera is doing it justice. People say that about like scenery all the time. I'm saying this about my sandwich. Look at that. So good. All right, so we are settled in for the evening and I'm going to get started on dinner soon. I'm going to do a couple things first that I need to do logistically just for my life, phone calls and looking stuff up and whatever. So see you guys in a few for dinner time. Told you, this is like food oriented, food all day, food. What I eat in a day living in my van. All right, it's a little chilly, so I'm thinking I kind of want to do something. I was thinking of doing kind of like a lentil salad. Now I'm changing my mind. I do think that I'll do some rice, some lentils. I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to do kind of like a lentil salad. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Okay, I do think I'm going to use the lentils. I've been wanting to use up these lentils, and I don't know. I'm just going to cook them kind of like rice, and I'll cook those. And then I'm just winging it. I'm kind of making things up as I go along. So, yeah. I'm not going to do too many. Maybe like that. I think I do want to save some for a salad later. So we'll try that. And then I'm going to rinse them quickly and then fill them up with water. Now I'll just let these kind of cook for a little bit. I might throw a little bit of salt in there, just a sprinkle. It is beginning to smell really good in here. I went outside real quick, came back in, and it smells very good in this fan. Look, my cutting board, it cracked. Finally, I've had this cutting board for like 2 years. Yeah, and I'm just gonna check on these real quick. See, they're doing okay. I'm gonna cover them up for a little bit longer though. So I got this stuff. I've never tried this particular kind. I've had their chicken broth. It's pretty nice. This is the smoky chipotle. So I'm gonna try a little bit of this, but I'd like to incorporate it into my meals somehow. If I can open it. There we go. It's got, well, it says chipotle, peppers, onion, garlic, and cumin. I'm hoping the flavors go well with lentils. So let's see. It is a concentrate, but I'm going to try it just a little bit. Ooh. Oh yeah. That's good. That's intense. Yeah, that's like a broth concentrate. I should have added that to the water before I made the lentils. That would have worked well. It's smoky, flavorful. It's got a little salt. Definitely has a little bit of a kick. I'm going to mix that in with the lentils. Let's see how they're doing. Yeah, they're coming along. Most of the water's kind of evaporated. I'm going to try them. They seem like they're not quite They're al dente. I do love lentils. They just have so much flavor on their own. I am going to add a little more of that sauce and another dash of water and steam these for a little bit longer. All right, I got out my big cutting board because while that's cooking, I am going to get the onions, the garlic, the other things cut up here. A carrot, tempeh, the rest of the onion, and the spinach we'll do later. And I'm gonna get that stuff started on the burner. I did take the lentils off and they are steaming still in here, so it's hot. They're just doing their thing, finishing cooking. But this way I can free up the burner and get this stuff going. So I only have one saucepan. Well, I have a big soup pan, but I would like to cook some rice to go with the lentils and things. So I'm going to empty out the saucepan of the lentils and put them in this glass, like, dish, whatever you want to call it, like Tupperware or to-go dish. So I'm going to empty out the lentils so that I can use the pan to make some rice. Now the spinach will probably finish cooking in there, and the lentils look like they're pretty good. It's probably time to take this off the stove and get this rice going. I'm hungry, you guys. Let's take a look at the rice. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, so I have a little buffet style thing set up here. Start with a little rice. All right, here's dinner. Lentils, rice, tempeh, carrots. You guys saw what it was. It's hard to get everything in one bite, but very nourishing. That's got some tempeh in it. Maybe we'll try and get a carrot in there too. Can't see it, but there's a carrot. Quite tasty. All right, that was really good. I'm full. Although I am going to make one little thing for dessert later in like half an hour. Well, I'm going to make it and then it'll be ready in about half an hour. So I'm going to show you this first though. The leftovers fit really nicely in this container. So there's those. So that's good. That's another serving. And then I'm going to do the dishes. There are the dishes. Before I tackle the dishes though, I'm going to get dessert started. Dessert is super easy. I'm going to make a bowl of chia pudding. Oh. All right, sorry, my battery, I think like every 12 hours it shuts off. So this is probably when I turned the main battery on this morning. It's 12 hours later, which is seeming about right, like 7. So give it a moment. There we go. Yeah, which is nice. It has that shut off feature, so it's not just like draining, but I do have to reset it sometimes. I'm going to use one of these bowls. So that oat milk stuff, remember I wanted to use that up, and I used some for tea. I'll save a little bit for coffee tomorrow, but I'm going to make some chia pudding with this. And basically it's just chia seeds and the oat milk. This is such a good flavor. It does have a little bit of sugar. Oats, cashews, sugar, natural flavors, and salt. But this is a really tasty flavor. The only thing is I have to find the chia seeds. Oh, there they are. Okay. Found them. So I'm going to just pour this in, add some chia seeds, and let it sit. All right, we're going to let that sit. So the chia pudding is getting like a pudding texture. It's almost there. I'm going to add some cinnamon, and I'm going to toast some pumpkin seeds really quickly. There's something about roasting seeds and nuts that just, I don't know, tastes good. All right, I'm also going to add a little bit of cinnamon. Here it is with the toasted pumpkin seeds. So you can see it's kind of like a pudding consistency now. Oh, and you can hear the pumpkin seeds popping. And the birds. And Ruby snoring. Except I woke her up. Yeah, this is good. That's so good. And the pumpkin seeds kind of warmed up the pudding. And the cinnamon. It's really good. Hi, Rubes. Let's take your... I think you're in for the night. We'll take that off of you. Thanks for hanging out today and seeing kind of what I eat. That's about it. I mean, I do have like instant mac and cheese that's like gluten-free and dairy-free. I don't know, sometimes I'll make something like particular for a vlog, or sometimes I'll get food out. Like if I'm not feeling like cooking, like I might get a Chipotle bowl or something like that. But it's pretty much what I do. I just kind of like make stuff up as I go along. I have these basic ingredients. I didn't kind of go through and show you everything in all my areas that I have for food, but I don't know. I think you guys kind of got the gist of what I have to work with. I mean, up here there's oats, there's coffee, there's coconut sugar, gluten-free noodles, lentils, rice. Back there are pumpkin seeds. There is popcorn. Something else I can't remember right now. And olive oil. The Chipotle goes back there. Apple cider vinegar, tamari. In these I have a mishmash of things. dressing, seaweed, more noodles, beans. This is also where I have like all the boxes of gluten-free mac and cheese. This one is more tea. I do have, I think, the chocolate chips in there, the chia seeds in there, honey. I also have this basket that has things in it too. More noodles, steel cut oats, chicory kind of a coffee. So this is where I've put some things as well, including the tea I'm gonna make. And it has fennel, peppermint, lemon balm, chamomile, and lavender. And I'm gonna have 2 of these. And then underneath is the tea I had earlier, the Irish berry tea. Well, thanks for hanging out and spending the day with me eating. Cheers. I hope you enjoyed this video. Kind of simple, but I thought it'd been a while since I posted, so I'd bring you guys along. I hope you guys found some part of this video helpful, whether it was like a recipe idea or, I don't know, a new way of preparing something. If you found any part of this video helpful or you just enjoyed hanging out with me, do you mind hitting the thumbs up button? I appreciate it. Also, if you're new here for the first time, welcome. I invite you to subscribe to the channel. It's myself, my dog Ruby, and we travel around in this van. We've been kind of parked in the Northwest lately for a few reasons. The main reason is that the weather is a little cooler than it is in most of the other parts of the country this time of year, but I also have a few appointments and there's some things that I'm kind of waiting on that are really exciting coming up. Thanks for hanging out, coming along, and I hope everyone is having a great day, evening, whatever time it is, and I will see you all soon. Take care. Cheers. And I couldn't say goodbye without mentioning I do have a cookbook coming up. So I think that's why I'm thinking a lot about food too. I do have a cookbook coming up. Most of these recipes I was like winging it, but for the cookbook, I'm going to have to like really think things through and put stuff down on paper. So hopefully in the fall that'll be coming up. So there's that too. Anyway, that's it. Bye.